Join the community, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and thumbs this video up if you enjoyed the video. No offense, but Deontay Wilder fans, a lot of them are very hypocritical boxing fans. Okay? Very hypocritical boxing fans. You know, two-faced boxing fans. Alright? Two-faced it. They're blinded. They really are. You know, sometimes I get like comments from a few of my subscribers telling me that Deontay Wilder fans are blinded. And it's true, because it's just so annoying. Like, what's annoying to me is I see a lot of these Deontay Wilder fans. I see a lot of these fanboys, I should say, because that's what they are. They're fanboys of a fighter. They're not fans. A fan of a boxer is rational. A fanboy is not rational. He's blinded to the truth. And when it comes to Wilder, you know, I'm seeing, you know, some of these fanboy channels and a lot of these fanboy commentators, you know, leaving comments on these fanboy channels, you know, comment sections, and they're talking about that, oh, look, Anthony Joshua's fighting the two easier opponents, right? The two easier opponents. And Jarrell Miller, oh shit, he wants to fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller in New York. That's an easy cherry-picked opponent. He wants to fight him because that's easy money, right? Oh, look, he wants to fight Dillian Whyte in a rematch. He wants to give him a rematch, a guy he already beat. So the two options that he's looking at are two guys that are easy, and that's all they keep saying. Easy fights, title defenses for him. He doesn't want the tough fights with Tyson Fury. He doesn't want the tough fights with Deontay Wilder. He wants no parts of that. He wants these easy title defenses with Jarrell Big Baby Miller and Dillian Whyte. But it's like, what fucking hypocrites? What fucking, you know, talk about giving a fighter a pass. Why weren't you guys saying this when Deontay Wilder, why weren't these channels saying this when Deontay Wilder was fucking fighting, defending his belt against guys like Johan Duhaupas, against guys like Eric Molina? Why weren't you guys saying, man, look at this guy. This guy's defending his belt against Eric Molina, Johan Duhaupas. These easy fights. He's defending his belt against these easy bum-ass opponents. Yet, Vladimir Klitschko got the unified belts. Why isn't he fighting him? Why isn't he not fighting him? Meanwhile, you look at Vladimir Klitschko. Look who Vladimir Klitschko was defending his belts against. Vladimir Klitschko was defending his belts against nothing but undefeated heavyweights. He was defending his belts against Tyson Fury. He was defending his belts against Brian Jennings. He was defending his belts against Kurat Pulev. He was defending his belts against Alexander Povetkin. All these guys were undefeated. And look at who Deontay Wilder was defending his belts against. Johan Duhaupas, Eric Molina. Where were you guys? Why weren't you guys making videos back then, you Deontay Wilder fanboys, saying, yo, what the fuck is this dude fighting a bum-ass who Johan Duhaupas? I had to Google that motherfucker. Why is he fighting him? Yeah, you want to say this about AJ and say, oh, he's not fighting Deontay Wilder, but he's fighting Jarrell Miller and Dillian Whyte. First of all, I'm going to tell you this right now. Jarrell Miller and Dillian Whyte are way better than fucking Johan Duhaupas and bum-ass Eric Molina. Right? And again, it's not Anthony Joshua's fault that Deontay Wilder doesn't want to fight him. You understand me? It's not his fault. Deontay Wilder doesn't want to fight him. Deontay Wilder doesn't want to fight him. Get this through your guys' heads. Deontay Wilder said the only guy he's eyeing for his next fight is a rematch with Tyson Fury, because it has to be done. He says it has to be done. It has to be done. So he's not eyeing Anthony Joshua. He even mentioned Dominic Breazeale. He says, you know what? I might fight Dominic Breazeale next. If Tyson Fury decides, you know what? I don't want to take this rematch. But why would Tyson Fury not want to take the rematch? He already spanked you, Deontay Wilder. So why would he not want to take it? He knows he could beat you because he spanked you in the first fucking fight. And he should be the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. But yeah, right there, that tells you that Deontay Wilder is not even mentioning AJ. He's just mentioning Dominic Breazeale. So again, it's not his fucking fault that he wants to, that Anthony Joshua, I mean, it's not Anthony Joshua's fault that Deontay Wilder is not trying to fight him. He's picking these other dudes. Okay? So Anthony Joshua has to move on with his fucking career, right? He can't just sit back and wait for a punk like Deontay Wilder to fight other opponents and not him. He has to focus on defending his belts against other challengers. And those other challengers are guys like Dillian White, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, Luis Ortiz. And by the way, all these guys are good fighters. They're good contenders. Jarrell Miller's undefeated. Dillian White would be a champion right now if Anthony Joshua wasn't around. If Anthony Joshua wasn't around right now, Dillian White would be the WBO heavyweight champion of the world. Because if Anthony Joshua wasn't around, he would have fought Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker would be defending his belt, his WBO belt when they fought. He would have beaten Joseph Parker. And right now, Dillian White would be the WBO heavyweight champion of the world. The only reason he's not the champion is because Anthony Joshua's around. And I think Anthony Joshua is just a better fighter than him. It's just my personal opinion. So, again, he can't sit back and wait for Deontay Wilder to make up his fucking mind. Matter of fact, Deontay Wilder already made up his mind. He's going to be facing Tyson Fury. What do you expect? What do you want? What do you want? I guess Deontay Wilder fans just want Anthony Joshua to wait. Oh, wait. Just wait until Deontay Wilder fights Tyson Fury. Just wait until Deontay Wilder fights Dominic Brazil. Just have, I guess they want him to just wait in the sidelines for a whole year. And then wait until he fights Brazil and Fury, and then fight him, because then he'll have a disadvantage, right? He'll be coming off a 1 year layoff. Oh yeah, AJ hasn't fought an entire year. Whoo! Now he's disadvantaged. Now he's rusty. Now Wilder got him. Wilder definitely got him now, right? It feels like that's what you people want. At the end of the day, he can't be sitting back and waiting. He has to defend his belts. He's a champion. Champions have to defend their belts. It's called having mandatories. It's called having voluntaries. It's called being active, right? So he's going to be looking at the other best possible opponents. And I have nothing against these opponents. I think Jarrell Miller's a good fighter. He's undefeated and he's a good fighter. And he's from Brooklyn, so I got to support Brooklyn. I think Dillian White's a good fighter as well. I would be giving Deontay Wilder props if he fought Dillian White and Jarrell Miller. Straight up. I'll be like, yo, these are good title defenses. So, what's the problem with these fights? Stop saying that he's ducking Deontay Wilder for these two easier fights. He's not fucking ducking Deontay Wilder for these two easier fights. First of all, these guys aren't easy opponents. They're top 10 heavyweights. I'm telling you, these are good fighters, and they're way better than any of the other they're way better of any of the three bums that Deontay Wilder first defended his belt against. Right? And again, Wilder's ducking him, so it's not AJ's fault. That's all I have to say, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.